I have to come with it all. I have to do more. Obviously, just to secure the win is doing just enough to get a draw.
On the outside, and I just want to help, like I said, the fighters that's up and coming,
Lamont Roach is leaving no stone unturned as he prepares for his highly anticipated rematch against Gervonta Davis. In a surprising development, boxing legend Floyd Mayweather is allegedly working with Roach ahead of the showdown, offering his expertise in defensive mastery and strategic fighting.
I have to come with it all. I have to do more. Obviously, just to secure the win is doing just enough to get a draw. So I have to push harder. I have to train harder. I have to be more mean. I have to be more physical. I have to do a lot. I have to do everything just a little more. And I think that will definitely put me over the hump, and I'm more than motivated to get back in there, get back in the camp, and work hard so I can secure a victory over a pound-for-pound fighter, in which I believe that I am myself.
Mayweather, known for his unparalleled ring IQ and ability to neutralize aggressive opponents, could provide Roach with the necessary tools Gervonta Davis: power and explosiveness.
Do you will come back to boxing?
Oh no. I'm not coming back to the sport of boxing. The sport of boxing was good to me. I was able to make a lot of smart investments on the outside, and I just want to help, like I said, the fighters that's up and coming. Like I was talking about, like Gervonta Davis. I don't understand why he's not in the top 10 pound for pound. Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence, Benavidez. The list goes on. There's so many tough fighters out there. So many great young champions out there.
The partnership has already sparked discussions in the boxing world, with many wondering if Mayweather's influence can make a significant difference. Training under one of the greatest defensive fighters in history could sharpen Roach's ability to evade punches, improve his footwork, and execute counterattacks with precision. Mayweather's approach is built on discipline, patience, and an almost impenetrable defense, qualities that could Gervonta Davis' aggressive style. Gervonta Davis, putting in the work.
Tank Davis, he was a young kid, came up to me when he was a kid, wanted an autograph. I signed his phone for him and told him, "You'll be world champion someday, and I'll be your promoter." Years later, he was working with some people from our team, because our team is huge. We got guys in DC, Baltimore, Philly, New York, all around. He won a few fights. I think he was like 8 or 9-0. I told him, in under 24 months, you'll be world champion. Made the right moves, put him in the right position. He's a multi-millionaire now.
Absolutely.
He was a kid that couldn't even buy a buck.
And his training footage reflects that. He looks incredibly sharp, moving with speed, precision, and confidence. His footwork is noticeably improved, allowing him to glide across the ring effortlessly while maintaining balance and control.
Young fighters, he loves to embrace guys. So what was being around, talking to Floyd? Like, what has Floyd taught you about fighting? And has it made you a better fighter? Because he could tell me all day to do that shit he does. I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what does being around a guy like Floyd do for you?
He could tell you, go run at 2 in the morning. Go do it when, because 9 times out of 10, we know your opponent sleep at that time. So go run at 2 in the morning and go give yourself a mental edge, because you out there working every night at 2 in the morning running. That's a lot of the times your opponent sleep. It could be little things that'll take you to the next level. That Floyd, a person like Floyd, like if he tell you that, you gonna take a lot of heed to it, and it's gonna give you a different type of motivation when you doing it. He could show you something. And it could be the same thing. You might not be able to do it like him, but just it coming from him, it'll give you like a different type of light.
Every punch he throws is crisp and well-placed Gervonta Davis. Technique. From head movement to defensive transitions, Roach appears more focused and determined than ever. Gervonta Davis. Sessions reveal a fighter who has elevated his game. Compared to his previous outings, there is a newfound fluidity in his movements. He's executing combinations seamlessly.
I was running
at 7 o'clock in the morning, Friday. He told Frank that. He was giving Frank tips and stuff like that. But I knew for sure that wasn't going to be enough to beat me. It's cool. It's all right. I don't really think too much of it. He's not going to hurt me. You know what I mean? So it's good to beef with him than be cool with him because he can do some crazy stuff. He'll picture him
cutting angles more effectively and displaying a refined sense of ring generalship. Roach knows that this rematch is not just about proving a point, it's about redemption. The controversy surrounding his first fight, Gervonta Davis, fueled his motivation. Roach has expressed frustration over how the initial bout played out.
I saw in the interview. Yeah, I'm gonna call hoops. You gonna call? I'm gonna call it. What? They say they what? They say that. Shit, that's right up the road. That's right up the road. Look, obviously, Tank cracking. Oops, cracking. Why not?
And believes that he did not perform to the best of his ability. He understands that to silence the critics and leave no room for doubt, he must go beyond his limits in training. This time, he is determined to secure an undeniable victory. "I'm pushing myself harder than ever," Roach stated in a recent interview. "I know what's at stake. I know what I need to do."
But came to fight. It was a very competitive fight, good fight. Yeah, you wore him down. I remember it very well. Wore him down, took control, looked very impressive. And the rumor is, not the rumor, the facts is, you have a fight coming up in a few weeks versus Gervonta Tank Davis.
Yeah.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling great. I want everybody to know that it's gonna.
There's no room for excuses. I have to be the best version of myself when I step into that ring. Mayweather's mentorship could be the key to Roach's success. If he absorbs even a fraction of Mayweather's tactical genius, he could pose a much bigger challenge for Davis in the rematch.
Knocked out, what, 28 of them, right? What makes you different?
He probably can't answer that question. He probably can't answer that question. But it's the skill, the will. I got the whole package, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not sitting there waiting to get hit by nobody, especially somebody that's supposed to be a power puncher. That's evidently a power puncher. I got too much. I got too much for me to go out like that. I'm not saying he don't, but I can't. Like, if anything, I'm trying to flip it around. I'm trying to make it flip the narrative. Like,
While Tank remains the favorite due to his knockout power and aggressive approach, Roach's improvements could make for a far more competitive fight. With fight night approaching, all eyes are on Roach's preparation. Will his work with Mayweather pay off?
That's the worst decision I think I might have ever seen. I don't know how that's not a knockdown. But anyway, thoughts on the overall fight first, Jeff?
It seemed like Tate was fighting like he always do. It just seemed like he was just waiting for him to figure out whoever was in front of him like he always do and then go to work. But this time when he went to work, the guy went to work back. So, I mean, he had somebody that was firing back at him. It's the same way.
Yeah. I think the commentators and most of us at home thought, kind of the same thing. You thought Roach would bank some of those early rounds to prepare
the fight. I mean, there was a few rounds where he didn't do that well, but I mean, that I'm used to seeing.
Why do you think that is? Roach was pretty lately, valued coming into the fight, moving up a weight class. It's not somebody that they expected to give him a huge challenge. What do you think it was that Roach...
Can he execute a game plan that neutralizes Davis' relentless attack? One thing is certain.
Shit. I mean, is he a boxer? Do we even need Tank to be 100% to beat Jake Paul?
I mean, I would say be 100% because of his size. You know what I mean? But that's exactly what Jake doing. Especially in the heavyweight division.
Do you think Jake Paul has enough size?
Roach is training like a man on a mission, and he's ready to prove that he belongs among the best.